for this next video, we're keeping the streak alive. Basically, I thought I'd throw in some surf clips. I have a bunch of surf clips, and I thought I'd just throw them in there. Nothing crazy like edited or whatnot, but just some clips that were decent enough to pass by. And kind of my progression of surfing. Huge shout out to like Sean and Mateo, my friends. Sean, basically, I lived with him in college, like in stacks together, and he always was going surfing. Like every morning, he woke up early and went surfing, and I was always like, dude, like one day I really want to go with you. And I kind of just always said that. My friend Mateo came down to San Diego to live like with me, and one day we're at Costco. Shout out to Costco too, big step in the process. They had these like $100 surfboards, and we're like, dude, like Mateo was like, how can you pass up $100 surfboard? Like I'm gonna get one, and he got one, and I was like, dude, no way, like, you just got one. And he bought a $40 wetsuit on Amazon because like the cost of getting into surfing and whatnot can be like intimidating. Like a wetsuit, like a nice one, is like $300 or whatnot. A board is like up there as well, and so those two things, like the barrier of entry being like under $200, like I was pretty much sold. So like I think a couple of days passed, I got a Jerry like from Costco as well. I got the same $40 Amazon wetsuit or whatever, and Sean was cool enough to take us with him and kind of show us the ropes. And it definitely was a big learning curve, like just getting smacked by waves in the white water and trying to like get your balance on the board, pop up and whatnot. But it was a lot of fun, honestly, and that was kind of like 2021, so like COVID was still pretty much around and there wasn't much to do, but we just go surf. And so it was a perfect activity to be like going out there and doing. I remember even like when we first started, like we asked our friend Sean, like, so like we have our wetsuits, like when you leave to go surf, like do you put it on before like you go? Like do you drive in your wetsuit or do you get there and do you change? And he hecka thought we were messing with him. So he was like blowing us off. He's like, dude, like, yeah, like you put it on like before you go. And we're like, dude, like, what do you mean? Like we're being for real. Like he thought we were messing around with him, so he's getting like kind of pissed. And we're like, no, dude, we're like actually asking. But like we were super kook and like didn't know what the heck we were doing. But yeah, we've progressed. It's been like, it's 2023 now. I actually moved home though to Sacramento for a year, so I had a year gap in between. But we'd go like a lot. Like we'd go 6 days a week. I remember one time we were on like a 14-day streak of going surfing every day. Like we'd knock it out in the morning and come back and like do our schoolwork and whatnot. That was when we were in school. Yeah, and it's just like a fun hobby. That's one of the main reasons, like when I was in Sacramento, I wanted to come to San Diego, was just for the surf. Like it's a good hobby. You're out there in the water with nature, you're connected. It's free. Like one thing about golfing I'm getting into now is like it's expensive. It's an expensive hobby. Like it adds up. Like even going to the range, you have to pay for tee time, pay for clubs, pay for bags, balls. But with surfing, you can just go out there, kind of just, you're connected with Mother Nature. Your phone's back at the car. You're not connected to anything. And yeah, you're just looking for the right wave, and you never know where you're gonna catch one. Like one of the best waves you ever had. So it's just awesome. I like being out there. It's a good hobby with friends and whatnot, especially on the weekends. Like now that I work full time, I don't really go during the weekdays. I want to try to go in the mornings and whatnot, but usually every Saturday, Sunday, I'll wake up at about 7:30 and go out and surf, and that's how I start my day. Come home, shower, and yeah, it makes the weekend feel longer, makes your day longer, makes that good energy, good exercise out in the morning. And I've gotten a little better. Like I've added boards to my collection. Shout out to Sean, he gifted me, well, he doesn't let me borrow this like long board that I've been using. So I've graduated from the foam board, and I even have a short board that one of Sean's friends was giving away. And I like got it repaired a little bit. I went to a surf shop, got it repaired, like some of the dings, and I rode that one out a couple times. But the short boards are hard still, not gonna lie. Like I definitely think I can catch a wave or two, but I'll probably be struggling out there. Like it's definitely, especially paddling even, like it's just harder to paddle on it. We have my current roommate, Sean Egan, like he did the same process. Like he had the Costco board, he's just borrowing my old one. But he got the $40 wetsuit, and he's been going out with us on the weekends now. So that's kind of fun. Like he's like starting the process and learning. But yeah, it's just a fun thing to do in San Diego. The waves are always good. That's one thing I take for granted being here, is like there's like a lot of good waves, like days with good waves. And I know other places it's not like that. So yeah, going to Toca Netowrk, going to different beaches, riding different boards, going out with buddies and whatnot. And I'm lucky to have a friend group that wakes up in the morning and is down to like go out and surf pretty often and regularly like that. They don't really care about sleeping in, like they're down to just go get a surf and start their day off right. So yeah, I thought I was throwing some clips. I'm definitely getting better and whatnot. Like I've upgraded wetsuits, I've upgraded boards and all that stuff. I feel like Mateo might have passed me in progression. Sean's really good, doesn't fall off the board. Our friends like Mudo and Tyler are up there as well. So it's like a muse, like something that I'm trying to like perfect, and I'm definitely not good at it. So it's like that challenging aspect of things, like definitely like challenges your mind and your body to like progress and get better. So that's one thing you can always look forward to. And yeah, man, I don't know. I just have a lot of fun surfing, so thought I'd throw in some clips and explain like how I got into it, whatnot. Shout out to Costco and Jerry Lopez for having those affordable boards, because that really got us into it and was like, there's no excuse now. Like, that's a cheap board, that's a cheap wetsuit. Let's go out and do it. So definitely not a cuke. Like I know wave etiquette and surf etiquette, wave orders, things like that. So um, yeah, man, you just learn something new every day. You progress, get better, and it's just a fun time. So yeah, thought I'd talk about that. Enjoy the clips and whatnot, and catch you guys in the next one.